This is the chapter Fundamental Concept of Algebra. Then here we will start all the questions from beginning to end. So this is the exercise 1A of the chapter. So see, question number 1, the first part. The sum of 3 and A. The sum of 3 and A would be 3 plus A. Second part, the sum of 6 and minus 6. So beta, this can be done by 6 minus 6. Third part will be the sum of m and n. So m plus n. Now the fourth part, the sum of minus 1 upon 2 and minus a. Beta, it will be equal to minus 1 upon 2 minus a. This will be the answer. Now fifth part, a subtracted from 2, it means 2 minus a. Now the sixth part, minus 7 subtracted from x. So x minus minus 7. So beta, it will become x plus 7. Now the seventh part, the product of 11 and p. So beta, 11 into p, it will be 11p. This will be the answer. Now the seventh part is done. We are doing eighth part. A divided by b. A divided by b. So we will write a divided by b. This can be the answer. Or for more simplification, you can write a into 1 upon b. It may be the answer. Now beta, ninth part. In ninth part, 3 times of sum of x and 5. So beta, 3 times of sum of x and 5. It means beta, 3 into x plus 5. So simply the answer can be written as 3x plus 5. Now beta, 10th part, the sum of by and minus 7. The sum of by and minus 7 divided by 11. So beta, it would be y minus 7 upon 11. Answer. 11th part, the product of 3 and the difference between x and 2. So beta, 3 times of x minus 2. It can be simply written as 3x minus 2. This will be the answer of this part. Now let's see 12th part. 7 subtracted from the product of 12 and t. So with a 12 into t minus 7. 7 is subtracted from the product of 12 and t. So it can be written as simply 12t minus 7. This is the answer. Now the part 13. 1 added 2 twice the sum of x and p. So beta, 1 is added to twice the sum of x and p. So it is the answer. Now the question number 1 is completely solved. Question number 2, the first part. The first part is a plus a plus a plus a plus a. Beta, a is coming 5 times. It means we can write 5a. This is the answer. Now the second part, x plus x plus x plus x plus x plus x. Now we can see that x is coming 6 times. So we can write 6x. Beta, this is the answer. Now the third part. Here x is multiplied 5 times. So x into x into x into x into x. Now the multiply of x is done 5 times. So we will write here x raised to the power 5. This will be the answer. Now the fourth part. In the fourth part, b is multiplied 7 times. b into b into b into b into b into b into b. Beta, here b is multiplied by 7 times. So we will write b raised to the power 7. Beta, for extra practice, I'm telling you, if a is multiplied by 3 times, so it will be written as a raised to the power 3. If a is multiplied by 4 times, then a raised to the power 4. This is the rule. The number of times it is multiplied is put in the power. Okay, now we are switching to the next question. Now beta, question number 3, the first part, x raised to the power 3. Beta, here base is x and index is 3. In the second part, a raised to the power 7, base is a and index is 7. Similarly, in part 3 means b raised to the power 4. Here base is b and index is 4. Now beta, fourth part, 2y raised to the power 5. Beta, here base is 2y and the index is equal to 5. So beta, this is the answer. base and index. In each case, I have explained. Now, beta, question number 4. The algebraic expression is written here 3x square plus 5xy minus 7 y square plus 1. Beta, first part. What is the number of terms in the expression? Beta, here there are 4 terms. I am underlining these 4 terms. So how many terms? 4 terms. So the answer would be 4. Second part, beta. Write the constant term. Beta, constant term is that term which do not contain variable. Here the last term 1 is the constant term. Now the third part, they are asking write the terms of the expressions. Beta, there are 4 terms. So the first term is 3x square. The second term is 5xy. The fourth term is minus 7y square. And the fourth term is 1. Now beta, part 4. Write the coefficient of xy. So beta, coefficient of xy. So coefficient of xi would be 5. And coefficient of x square. Now beta, you can see that coefficient of x square would be x square. This is 3. Coefficient of x square is 3. Now coefficient of y square. So beta, the coefficient of y square is minus 7. So we can write minus 7. So beta, I have explained all the parts of this question. Now beta, question number 5. Here the first part. How many terms are there in the expression? Beta, there are 4 terms. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Hence, it has 4 terms. Now the second part. Write the terms of the expression. So beta, terms are 1 and 3 upon 4x and minus 4 upon 3y and xy. So beta, these are the terms in the given expression. Now in the third part, they are asking coefficient of xy. So beta, coefficient of xy equals to. Here the coefficient of xy is simply 1 because no number is written. So we'll consider 1. Hence coefficient of xy is 1. Now beta find the sum of the coefficient of the literals x and y. Now beta see coefficient of the sum of x and y. So beta sum of coefficient of the sum of x and y. Here you can see coefficient of x is 3 upon 4 and coefficient of y is minus 4 upon 3. Now we can solve 3 3 is 9 minus 16 upon 12. Now beta 9 minus 16 minus 7. So the answer is minus 7 upon 12. So beta this is the answer. Beta in this question we have to identify the type of polynomial. So beta the first 10x plus 5, it has two terms, so we will say that this is a binomial. Bi means two, nomials means terms. Second part, minus 4x square. Beta, it has only single term, so it is called monomials. Now beta third part. In third part, it is written that 1 plus x square. So now beta, this is, it has containing three elements. So it is called trinomials. The fourth part is xy plus z. So बेटा यहाँ पर terms कितने हैं? 2. 2 means binomial. It is binomial. Now the fifth part. The fifth part is x cube. It has only single term, so monomial. Monomial. Now beta, sixth part. Sixth part is written as x square plus xy minus y square. It contains three terms, so it is called trinomial. Why? Because it has three terms. Now the seventh part. Seventh part is 3x plus 2y. We can say clearly that it has only two terms. 2 means y. So it is a binomial. Why binomial? Because it has only two elements. Now beta, eighth part. Eighth part is x square y. Oh, this is containing only single element, so monomial. Now beta ninth. Ninth is a into a. Beta, this is single term because it can be written as a square. So we will say that it is monomial. Now beta 10th part. 10th part is a plus 2b. Beta, very good. It is containing only two terms. So it is called binomial. Now beta 11th part can be written as a into b. It will be a square b. A square b means single term. So it is called monomial. Now beta 12th part. 12th part is given as a square plus b square plus 1. Beta, it is containing three terms. So it is called trinomial. And बच्चों, the last one, 12th. The last one is given that a into 1 upon b. Beta, it will consider as a single term because a and b are not separated by addition or subtraction. Okay, so it is a single term. So its answer would be monomial. Beta, this is the question number 7. And here we have to write numerical factor and literal factor. Beta, literal means algebraic factor. Literal means algebraic. So let's see. Here the first part is 15x. In 15x, numerical factor is 15 and literal factor is x. Now beta, in the second part, minus 4xy. Here numerical value is minus 4 and beta, literal value, or we can say factor, is xy. I hope it is clear. Now beta, the third part. It is written 2 upon 9 AB square. So beta, numerical factor is 2 upon 9 and and literal factor equals to AB square. Now beta, fourth part. Fourth part means minus A square. Can we write it as minus 1A square? Yes, we can write beta. So here numerical factor will be equal to minus 1 and literal factor is equal to A square. Now beta, last part, A square B. Beta, A square B can be written as 1 A square B. Here numerical factor is equal to 1 and literal factor is equal to A square B. I hope everything is clear. Beta, in question number 8, we have to write the coefficient of x. Now, in the part 1, minus 1 upon 2x. Beta, coefficient of x is numerical value, that is minus 1 upon 2. Beta, what is coefficient? The numerical value. Now beta, second part, it is x. So can we write 1x? So beta, coefficient of x would be equal to 1. Now beta, third part. Third part is 2xy. Here, coefficient of x would be, beta, what is coefficient? Everything other than x is coefficient. So here we will write 2y is the coefficient of x. Now beta, fourth part, minus 5 a square x. Here coefficient of x is, beta, what is coefficient? Everything other than the variable. So minus 5a square is the coefficient of x. I hope the concept is clear. Now beta, question number 9. They are asking the coefficient of b square. Now the first part is minus a b square. So beta, coefficient of b square is, beta, what is coefficient? Everything other than b square. It means minus a. everything other than b square is called the coefficient here. So the coefficient of b square is minus a. Now let's see the second part. 6b square. To beta coefficient of b square. It is 6 here. I think it is clear. Now beta third part. What is third part? 7a square b square. So beta coefficient of b square is equal to, beta, what is coefficient? Coefficient means everything other than b square here. So it would be 7a square. Now the fourth part, minus 8b square c. Here coefficient of b square. So beta here coefficient of b square would be, what is coefficient here? Everything other than b square. So here minus 8c should be the coefficient. I hope the concept is clear. Is it? Please confirm. Now beta, we are solving question number 10. Here we have to identify the pair of like terms. Pair of like terms. So beta, in the first part, what are the like terms? Here 11x and 7x are like terms. Beta, what are the like terms? The terms having the same literal coefficients are called like terms. In the second part, beta, in the second part, 3yz and minus 5yz are like terms. Beta, in the third part, x square and 11 upon 9 x square are like terms. Now beta, in the part 4, 8a square b. Actually 8a square b is not matching with anyone. So we will write here 8ab square and minus 10ab square are like terms. I hope the answer is clear. Beta, question number 11. Which of the following algebraic expressions are polynomials and are literal? Here, the meaning of literal. Here, the meaning of literal is variable. You can consider variable here. So, we are discussing all the questions. The first part, beta, the first part is absolutely a polynomial. Why? Because for a polynomial, the power of x should be a whole number. The power of x should be a whole number. In the first part, 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube. But in each term, the power of x is a whole number. Hence, it is a polynomial. Hence, it is a polynomial. In x. Now beta second part, 5x square minus 7x plus 3 upon x. Beta, by simplification we can write 5x square minus 7x plus 3. बेटा x को जब हम ऊपर लेकर जाएंगे तो पावर कितना हो जाएगा? नेगेटिव. Now you can see that the power of x is not whole number in all the terms because minus 1 is not a whole number. Hence, it is not a polynomial. Now beta, third part. Third part is 7 minus y square. Here, the power of variable y is a whole number. Hence, it is a polynomial. Now beta, fourth part, 1 upon x plus x. We can write x raised to the power minus 1 plus x. Here you can see that the power of x is negative. It means it is not a whole number. Hence, it is not a polynomial. Now beta, the fifth part, 1 upon 8x plus 1 upon 9. Beta, you can see here that the power of x is 1 and 1 is a whole number. Hence, it is a polynomial. Now, the sixth part. Beta, it is written here 1 plus a raised to the power 4. Here, the power of a is 4. It means it is a whole number. Hence, it is a polynomial. Beta, I think the concept is clear. Beta, this is the last question of the exercise. In the first part, x plus 2. Beta, it is a polynomial because the power of x is 1. It is a whole number. And what is degree? Degree is the maximum power of the variable. So here degree is 1. What is degree? The maximum power The maximum power of x is degree. Now the second part, 2x minus 3. Beta, again here, the power of x is 1. Hence, the degree would be 1. Now beta, third part, 7 minus y square. Here, the power of y is 2. So, degree is 2. In the fourth part, the expression is given y cube minus y plus 1. Beta, the maximum power of y is 3 here. So, degree of polynomial is 3 here. So, I think the concept is clear. For any inquiry, please write in chat box.